Yo. Today we have a little bit of a different video where we're gonna talk about League. You know that I don't have to introduce that game, but as you've seen from the title, today we're gonna talk about the gacha system that has been added in League of Legends for more than a year now, and how it's progressively ruining the game, but in the same time might be helping the game. Yes, hear me out. So in case you don't know, League of Legends of course is an esports game. It doesn't have any pay to win elements, but it does sell skins, and that was the case since release. And with progressing with the game, they added loot boxes, where you can get a random skin, and the thing with loot boxes, you can get some of them for free, which for the OGs was a really great thing. People who didn't have any skin could now get some free skins just by playing the game. And the skins had different tiers, and you know, some tiers are better than the others. For example, legendary skins are better than the epic skins. But then League of Legends introduced a new tier, the exalted skins. And to get exalted skins, you have to literally gamble on the gacha system. And if you don't know what that means, it means that you have to open a certain amount of loot boxes to get the skin. So basically, let's say you have to open 80 loot boxes to get the skin, but you might be lucky and get the skin earlier. So for some people, they might only open one loot box to get the skin. So yeah, it's based on luck, and you most of the time should open the 80 loot boxes or the bags, which you cannot get any of them for free. And the total cost for these skins is $200. After that, a lot of drama happened, but at what cost? Because these skins actually sold well in the East. In places like Korea or China, buying expensive skins is a really good flex to do there, and a lot of people do like to do it there, so it was a big success for Riot Games. So what would they do? They made more exalted skins. But Riot Games didn't stop the greed there, because they decided to create a $500 skin. The Hall of Legends is another attempt for them to make a new tier of skins, and they made it in a way to honor some legends in the pro play scene. And they started with Faker, and they made an RA skin for him. You get 3 different skins for that character for $500, and of course you can tell that there is no skin that can deserve $500, okay? And what's even worse, it's not even that great of a skin. Okay, it's a good skin. Of course it should be a good skin, but it's not like it's 200 or 500 times better than a lot of legendary skins. But here's where gacha really started to ruin League of Legends. From that point in time, almost 1 year ago after the Ari skin, all the newer skins were a downgrade. So any legendary skin isn't giving the same value now, and the epic skins are almost so bad. The fact that even legendary skins can sometimes use the same default animations, which is something that never happened, made people so angry. But that wasn't the only thing. At the start of season 25, Riot decides to remove the loot boxes, and this created the biggest drama in the history of League of Legends. That was the thing that made people talk about every single thing that Riot did that is ruining the game. And before I talk about it, of course a lot of people would say, okay, loot boxes aren't a good thing. They're also giving you random skins and things like that, but that's not the thing that people are raging on. The problem is people are having the problem with the fact that we're not getting free loot boxes anymore, because you still can buy the bags that give you random skins. So we're not only talking about downgrading skins, we're not only talking about greedy new skins and very expensive ones, but we're also making it harder to get any other skin. And this is where Riot knew how important that is for players, because there is a lot of people that are playing League of Legends casually. I know it's hard to believe, but a lot of people are just playing the game just to grind for chests, open them, and get free skins. But this is where it was actually good, because to be fair with Riot, I'm not here to make a video that they're just hating on Riot Games. To be fair, we did see how some of that money went into good things. We did see how League of Legends had way more new game modes in the last year or two than the last decade, okay? It is really seen how they're making more game modes for casual players now. We saw how Swarm was a really good game mode. The most recent game mode is really good too, but you know, this only happened just after the big drama. So even with this, people were just mad. So after making one of their worst videos and most disliked videos or dev updates, League of Legends finally brought back loot boxes, and people are back to being happy. But the thing is, now we can get more loot boxes for free than what we had before, although they said that loot boxes were a problem that made League of Legends not make make as much money and not able to have positive income. So now, for some reason, we can get more free loot boxes. So I don't know how you can explain this, but that was so sneaky, which made us in that one drama where the recent skins are still bad. And that's why they decided to say, okay, we're gonna do way better skins, we're gonna have better quality, and in the same time, we're gonna make less of those $200 skins, and the Hall of Fame skins will only happen once in a year. So they sadly are not going to remove this system, and the gacha system will be always there with League of Legends in the future. Now, to give them credit, the newest skins are actually good, and even if they make a bad skin, they actually do listen to criticism and change it. That's actually a good thing, so they're actually fixing a lot with the game recently, but a lot of people did quit the game or actually lost faith in Riot. That's the most problematic thing, because Riot was really a trusted company where people like what it makes. Even if they make a new game, they're gonna be so excited, and they know that it's going to be a really good game. I know that a lot of people are so excited for 2xKO, and they know that it's going to be a good game, and as somebody who played the beta, I know that this is going to be a really good game. People aren't having the same relationship with Riot Games. Their most anticipated game, the MMO now, is being a little bit doubted by players after seeing what the devs did with League. Because believe it or not, this whole drama ruined the experience with League of Legends so much to so many players, even now by, you know, fixing a lot of things in the game and actually getting newer players. A lot of people didn't want to come back. But to me, to be honest, I don't think that the game is gonna die or anything like that. The game is gonna stay one of the most popular games. To be honest, I do think that it's heading in a good direction now after all of that drama. The only sad part is the gacha system. It's always a bad thing. So basically, if any of that money is actually going to develop the game and make it better, and we have sometimes a gacha skin, it doesn't really matter if we're not losing the actual quality of the game and we're actually improving it with this money. So now finally, after this whole drama, I'm confident in Riot Games. Oh, the popular champion Kaisa got her $500 skin, and the numbers are here, and it's a big success. Well, what this basically means is that we're gonna get more of these skins for sure, and that's where we have to see what Riot is gonna do, especially with the next months after this success of the new Gacha skin. Because we saw how Riot went so greedy after the success of the Ari skin. Now this is where we're gonna try them. If they're gonna keep on making good skins for the normal people who just buy the $10 or the $20 skins, and at the same time if they will keep developing good game modes and actually listening to the players. Anyway, I know that this is a very different video. If you like these types of videos, tell me in the comments, like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, that was the video. Bye bye.